Welcome to this July plan with me. I hope you're having a good start to the second half of the year. It's already a new quarter. See why it's so important to keep track of these? It reminds you to make the most of the time you have instead of always saying an ambiguous, I'll do it soon. To mark my new quarter, I'm changing the cover of my planner. Now, as always, we'll jump straight into designing the opening spread for July. I'm using Procreate to design my elements that I'll take into my GoodNotes planner later. I had the idea of really colorful fruits for July. July just feels like a fruity month, and these colors just look beautiful together. I'm using the default brush 6B pencil from Sketching. It has a nice texture and pressure because I want to create a drawing with the line art. I also want to create textures with these extra lines. To create the lemon segments, I've drawn a flower shape where the curves are a bit like brackets shown here. I'm trying to get a range of angles and sizes for some variation. And I do the same thing with the other fruits too, because I like that look of it just being spread or sprinkled randomly. Another reason I've been attached to the idea of fruit for this month is because I'm trying to eat healthier, just making small improvements in my diet here and there. So that has meant having some oats for breakfast with blueberries, and recently I added chia seeds. I don't think I'll overhaul my whole diet, but I want to be more conscious of food as a source of nutrition and energy rather than just stop the stomach growling and have it taste good. If you've got any tips for easy, healthy alternatives like snacks to keep in the house or whatever, please let me know in the comments. I'm so open to trying new things. For the raspberries, I'm creating a sort of bucket shape and then detailing it with the little circles, trying to keep in mind some form of the perspective. I just roughly filled in the fruit and then experimented with some details. I added these color bean shapes to make them look less like they're floating in space. I end up changing some colors in the process using the handy alpha lock. In case you missed it, I've created a Ko-Fi page where you can download the themes I've created as digital stickers for free. The quality should be high enough to print too if you'd like. The link is in the description. The quote for this month is, "No season is ever wasted." Since it's the half-year mark, it's easy to look back and question your productivity and what has actually been accomplished. But it's good to remember that you're doing your best in every moment. And sometimes that looks like resting and doing nothing, because it's probably what you need to avoid burnout or keep from being anxious. I used the canvas grid to help me and sort of drew the shape and then used the eraser to carve out in the hopes that I'm going to get closer to the shape I want. I really do want to get into typography more, but honestly, for my bullet journal, I'm just a bit lazy and I want to be quick and I want to have it to be therapeutic. For the coloring and hand lettering, I used Steph's sketch brush from the All-Star Procreate pack. I'll link the pack below for anyone who doesn't already have it. I like to get all the words down first and then edit some of the placement. Finally, add some decorative elements. I love these little juicy drops. Using layers really helps with editing and keeping things neat. Once I'm happy with it, I group it all and duplicate that group, flatten it, and then bring it into GoodNotes. Since this shape isn't a neat square, I'm using the freehand crop in case I want to add more images near or around it. I I think if you're less lazy than me, it would be cool to mix the fruit around the text and have them quite integrated, but since that involved a lot of editing for me, I just moved on. I'm keeping track of my hex codes for my pen colors. If you like this color palette, you can find the hex codes in the description below. It's a new quarter, so I have to do a little bit of planning on my quarterly spread so I can keep referring back to it over the next 3 months. I needed to replace my Zen candle with some actual coffee because I was losing steam after all that mid-year planning stress. I'm trying to call my goals targets, as a friend suggested. Shout out to Harleen for the advice. The word goal is pretty loaded, and in contrast, the word target is kind of like something you're aiming towards. You can kind of miss a target, but you know that's what you're heading towards. Yeah. Onto the monthly spread. I'm filling in the important dates using the yearly planning spread. Thankfully, hyperlinks make this super quick to run through, and hopefully that doesn't make you nauseous. I'm using the lifestyle sticker pack that comes with this planner, and it's also available as its own product on my Etsy shop. I'm going to add some elements from those I drew earlier, but since my previous image is flattened with the background, my grouped duplicate comes in handy. I'm flattening the line art and color layers to make it a bit easier to select the fruit with its decorative elements. I wanted to select certain fruits instead of dragging the full layer on, although that's probably another way to do it. So I selected what I wanted, and with 3 fingers swipe down, you can copy that selection and paste it into GoodNotes. To keep the theme of color blocking, I used a highlighter to create an organic shape, but please use my hindsight and make them before dropping your image in so that your layering is correct. I loved these little fruits looking like they were just randomly sprinkled across my calendar in the middle of the dates. I normally leave all the decoration outside of my calendar to not distract from where the important stuff goes, but this colorfulness inspired me to use the highlight on the dates for each month, and I am obsessed with how it came out. I copied over my previously created text box for my to-do list, but seriously guys, is it just me? The type tool just doesn't make sense. I feel like sometimes you have to use your finger and sometimes a pen, and I don't get what to do when, and I can never get it to do what I want without a fight. Despite my love-hate relationship with the type tool, I decided to use it again on my tracking spread. For some reason, I couldn't get my insights and learnings to sit straight, so I just embraced it and made everything else look crooked too. Happy accidents. Although I do have to just share these frustrations because hopefully I'm not the only one. Every month, I draw elements of my theme within the GoodNotes app, so that if you don't have Procreate, you can see that it can still be done. I am very proud of this blueberry because you'll notice I kept in mind the perspective of that squiggly bit, because my first few attempts looked like a flat flower shape and it just wasn't working. I layered my highlighter colors and used the pen tool for more saturated pops of color. I used the precision eraser to neaten up a few areas, but kept it overall rough, because I prefer when I can say it's meant to be like that instead of worrying about it being perfect. I mean, all art is supposed to be an interpretation, right? Using our unique quirks of hand and visual understanding. It's not supposed to be an accurate representation, at least in my books. I mean, look at this sexy teal and orange raspberry. Am I right? Those colors, I am so in love. However, it did put to shame the boring blue blueberries, so I had to dry fix that corner and make it hold its own. In terms of my inputs for this month, I think I, like many, decided to read Persuasion because I saw that Netflix was releasing its movie. This was before I read all the reviews of how badly they butchered the movie though. Have you watched it? I love Austen's writing, but I've been trying to savor her books, so I only read one every year. My insights this month were taken from Steal Like an Artist. See what I did there? I have so many interests that sometimes I feel like I'm all over the place and I should just be focusing on one thing. But I realized that being a creative person means taking that creativity into everything and experiencing it everywhere. So instead of a flaw, I'm going to try and make it my strength. The page didn't seem complete without a lemon. I used the brush pen to get that line variation. Onto the weekly spread. I'm going to use my opening theme fruits again. I took one big piece into GoodNotes and then kept duplicating it to get the fruits I wanted and separate it from there. It took really long though, and I don't really recommend this method. I start my weekly planning with chores because they're the things that absolutely have to get done. Having them in these cute stamp stickers at least makes it look more fun. Did I just rhyme? Oh my word. Get things done and make it fun. When in doubt, borrow elements from previous pages. Resize, rotate, refresh, that might as well be a digital planning mantra. And here we are with the final flip through. Thanks for watching to the end. Drop a like if you enjoyed it to help others find this content. I'd really appreciate it. And if you made it this far, please tell me what's your favorite color to use in your planner. If you need something to watch next, check out some of the previous month's themes. If you recreate any of them, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to see them. Happy planning, goal getters!